The drama over Nicki Minaj's Anaconda cover. A lot of controversy surrounding this cover. You see her squatting, right? In underwear and Air Jordans, and her ass is on display. It looks good, but it's on display. You see it, there's a lot of memes. We'll talk about the memes too. So because of its risque nature, a lot of people are speaking out against it. For example, we got Chuck Creamer, he's the CEO of allhiphop.com, and he wrote an open letter to Nicki Minaj bashing her for the sexual nature of the cover and not being a good role model to young women like his daughter. Well, Kara Brown of Jezebel, she fired back saying that he is a hypocrite and saying that he's full of double standards. For example, she writes, mind you, this man is the CEO of a site that routinely features the songs, videos, and album artwork of male rappers that are cloaked in the hypersexuality and exploitation of women, but apparently Nicki Minaj is the only one who needs to be taken to task. She also argues the fact that Nicki Minaj shouldn't be your daughter's role model to this Chuck guy. She says, listen, that should be a parent's job. It shouldn't be the job of an artist or an athlete or an entertainer. Thoughts? 5 words or less.
Oh my God, it's a body.
Pop a squat. Poop.
That was the best 5 words we've ever had on this entire show.
I've never heard anything better than that.
He gets a three-pointer. Mark Register gets a 3-pointer.
Like, I think that was a 4-point play. I think you were fouled and you still made it. She got buns, hun. Anaconda. Yeah. She got buns, hun.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Nicki, you're so fine.
You're so fine, you make it. Go, Nicki.
What do you guys think of this cover artwork first, before we talk about the author and the argument there?
Seems like a hip-hop album cover.
I'll take anal bum cover for $7,000.
Yeah. Right? Very Lil' Kim-esque.
It's like the reverse angle from Lil' Kim. Like they went, like we have this reverse angle of Lil' Kim, but it's Nicki Minaj. Amazing. Amazing butt.
Damn!
Awesome butt. In the same way that both like something that you like and like some like force of nature can be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, what an awesome hurricane.
What did you guys think about the author, Kara from Jezebel, and her argument against this guy from allhiphop.com in his open letter? Did you agree with her or disagree?
Everything she said, I completely agreed with. And as I was reading it, I was snapping my fingers. Really? I was like, yes. Yes, yes. And I actually found some album covers from men who had like naked females or naked themselves.
Who this guy has, I'm sure, talked about on his website and applauded and celebrated.
So the Rolling Stones, Sticky Finger, it shows an outline of Mick Jagger's package.
Nice!
Yeah, you can see
it.
Yeah.
How come it tastes so good?
Oh, ew.
Yeah, and then Roxy Music, Country Life, actually this is a female, shows boobs through a bra and the nipples are exposed. Like you can see everything.
And she's trying to cover up, but I've seen everything.
And then David Bowie's Diamond Dogs album shows him as half man, half dog, and there's genitalia. Oh. But they censored that. They had to censor that, but that happened. But it's Bowie.
Overtly like this is balls.
That's a penis.
She knows this is the world that she lives in. So yeah, we're talking about it. It's news. But at the same time, she kind of went back and forth about saying, you know, I'm not, a role model for kids. But at the same time, like, I influence children and you influence people. So it's tough because you have to ride that line. She has to play the gimmick game of being able to sell albums, get, the press. At the same time, like, she is an influential person.
I mean, yeah, look at Sophia Grace and Rosie. That's how they got famous, was from singing a Nicki Minaj song. Yeah. But that's not them finding Nicki Minaj. That's their parents letting them listen to Nicki Minaj.
And why not celebrate the fact that be you? You know, Nicki Minaj is an entrepreneur as well, and she's a singer, and she does her. And why not just celebrate that in its own right?
I wouldn't necessarily even say that Nicki Minaj is being herself.
You don't think so?
I just don't. If she says it's a gimmick, then she's not being herself. I think Nicki Minaj is being successful, and the successful entrepreneur, like you said, those are all the trappings of a successful person. Those are all the trappings of a role model. However, the way she does it, the admirable thing is for her to identify the lay of the land, the way to succeed, as long as she's not jeopardizing any core principles she has. And if that's just putting on a thong and letting someone Photoshop out the dimples of your butt, then that's fine. She's not compromising any ethics she might have.
How do you separate between who's you and who's your gimmick? Like, to me, I thought that was all of her.
You have to ride it well. And Brett has it right. If you're clearly identifying, yes, this is a gimmick. I know this is ridiculous.
No. Here's what you do. You have to pull a Daft Punk in order to live your own personal life and have a gimmick. So I think they're the only people that like did that the best way possible.
I just don't think you owe it to. If I'm Nicki Minaj and you're the public, I don't owe it to you.
I agree.
To be myself. So I think your question is something for Nicki herself. And to try to identify the true Nicki through the means you're trying to identify it through. I just think that that's something that might frustrate you in the long run.
But I love the idea that she owns herself. But then when people are saying that this is a gimmick, it kind of disappointed me because I like the idea of Nicki being Nicki Minaj and not giving a fuck.
But you're absolutely right when you say she doesn't owe anybody to express her true self. Like, she could go home at the end of the day and wear sweatpants and no makeup, and maybe that's who she really is and who she wants to be.
Working on my night cheese.
And that's totally okay if she doesn't want us to get to know that person. That way she has her own private life.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think about Nicki Minaj's album cover for Anaconda? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Tumblr as well as Instagram at The Real Pop Trigger. And please nominate us for a streaming. Yeah. Please. We'll see you guys all next time on Pop Trigger.